Do I see any guards patrolling?
Yes, you do.
How many?
You see 2 guards stationed at what appears to be the entrance, and then from your vantage point, from this side of the building, you can see at least 3 others that are sort of like walking around the perimeter. And as you're watching, you see a hovercraft fly up on the street, and someone who looks like they're wearing like officers' regalia gets out and walks up to the base. And they walk inside.
Okay. Is it completely lit up in the blank space, or are there dark spots I could dart to and around to kind of get closer and taking more to get a better sweep of the entire square?
Yeah, if you wanted to surveil it, your best option is probably to stick to the surrounding blocks, like where you are right now, which is in the building. But the whole space that the guards are patrolling around the base is lit up by spotlights coming from like the upper floors, mounted on the outside of the building.
Okay. I want to do a complete perimeter search, and specifically what I'm looking for are places that are less guarded, places that maybe no one would notice if a couple of those spotlights went dark.
Okay. Yeah, roll perception.
It's going great, guys.
I have a feeling I should have gone with the scouting group.
I'm just getting this impression that Zariana really doesn't value the perception skill, because both of her characters are really bad at it.
No, it's just when I go to character creation, that doesn't seem to let me happen. Alright, I'm gonna roll another force point.
Okay, hang on. Can't you use the force to sense surroundings and whatever instead of
Force perception is a talent,
Yeah.
I think. So if you don't have that, you can't technically use it as a perception roll.
That's a good point, though. I'll use whatever I can of sense surroundings as I'm going through.
Okay.
That should be an 18, which is a little better.
Yeah, so overall, it seems like there's probably about 10
Force
guards
perception.
around the, just like patrolling around the area. Yeah, and so the building itself all the way around is just like black, and then there's like really pretty bright spotlights shining down into the cleared out area around the building, so it just looks very grim and stark, almost sort of like concentration camp-esque, with like spotlight shining down onto just like barren land before you get to the building. And there's that front entrance. It also looks like there might be like a loading dock or something on the back, but those seem to be the only 2 ways in or out. And there's also there are 2 guards back there on the rear entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, and
There's
all
a
the
rear
spotlights
entrance.
are mounted like on the 4th floor, like shining down from above.
Do they move at all, or are they constant in one location?
Yeah, they're just constant in one location. They basically illuminate the whole area.
Okay. What about sense surroundings? Does that tell me anything? Since I can look through walls, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that has any cover. There's nothing really hidden. It just is basically what it seems to be, just a stark, like, empty space before you get to the base.
Okay. Taking 20, that requires an hour, right?
It's like, it takes 3 minutes per square, according to the rules.
I just want to observe that rear entrance, and I want to notice everything I can about it by taking 20.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll probably take a while.
I got time.
Okay, so we'll switch to the others. Okay, so the others, what are you doing? Barry, Eagle, what are you guys doing?
I thought you meant the other group, since...
Oh, no, I meant you guys.
Oh, no, I would be investigating one of the vehicles, seeing if I couldn't procure it, so to say, with the codes that we have.
Okay, yeah, so you go, you find a suitable hover vehicle in a lot. But I mean, the vehicle is just locked. The codes you have are like to get through Sith security stuff. You can't just put the code into the car and it's gonna unlock.
Okay, is the vehicle... You keep saying car. I'm like, no, it's not a car. I can't remember what it is. Is the vehicle a mechanical lock or a electronic?
Electronic.
Is there a button inside that I can see that could be pushed down to unlock the doors?
Yes.
Alright, can I use move light object to push the button down?
Sure. Make it use the force check. Okay, you push the button down, you hear a click.
Alright, before I open the door, is there any alarm system on this thing?
Roll perception.
Should I as well?
Yes? Please do?
You know, there's like a glare on the windows. You can't even see what the inside of the car looks like. There could be like 20 murderers in there. Yeah, Kalani, you see like a red light flashing inside the vehicle.
You guys are supposed to be able to sense things from the forest. You're Miraloka.
Yeah,
This
but
is how you see.
it was a
And
one.
the glare thing doesn't work, Kyrath.
There's that too.
Not on him.
Oh yeah. forgot about that.
Yeah, don't have eyes, if you recall.
There's force glare.
That should be
I think that's what I'm going to do for my next session. I'm going to roll up a Jedi that has the most useless powers in the whole rule book.
Well, there's plenty of them.
Plant surge? You could get plant surge. That's a pretty
Absolutely.
useless power. You're in a city, there are no plants. What are you gonna do?
There's always plants. I'm just gonna use someone's flower.
On a
pot.
Sith cruiser, there aren't any plants unless you carry plants in your pocket. You could carry
Yes.
around like little seeds in your pockets that throw at enemies.
I'm determined one day to make a Jedi Druid. It will happen.
I carry a pocket full of damp paper towel or towels wrapped around some germinating mung beans sprouts.
You have a gun that fires them at people. It embeds in their skin, and then you use the force powers to make them grow, and then it kind of like grows inside them and kills them, which would be kind of terrifying.
Wow, you really took that to a dark place.
I did.
I was thinking like tie them up like a snake, and they'll be all, oh, I'm trapped.
If you want creepy Star Wars plants, just read Red Harvest.
Please don't.
Yeah.
But isn't that just like the zombie
What?
book?
Yes.
Yeah, but there are
it's
creepy
great.
plants in it too.
Yeah, well, the whole book is just like Star Wars horror, so.
Yeah, I
It
did
was-
not
it
like
was
it.
great,
It was way
though.
too creepy. I was like, why did I even read
I
this?
know
should
there's a
not have
force
read
power
this.
that lets you control
Because I
plants.
told you to. That's why you read it. And I liked it.
Okay, so back to the story. Kalani sees a red light flashing inside the car. I mean, the hover vehicle. I'm just going to call it a car.
I will warn him about that.
Alright. Karath, would I know of any way to disengage the alarm? Maybe pushing the button or something?
No. Just basing it off of real world, plus probably better technology in Star Wars. You probably need some sort of key device.
You should have taken that talent that lets you control technology with your mind.
Thought about it. Trust me, I thought about that one.
So, what are we doing?
That's a good question.
We are trying to commandeer a vehicle for usage for this particular arrest.
Yes.
Kylar, no.
Terrible plan, because then it goes to your plan.
Yeah, Zariana, I don't think Kylar sees the problem there.
For that, can I see the actual security device in the vehicle?
With what?
I have no clue. Can I use the force to sense where it is?
No?
Okay.
What?
I don't know, the Force doesn't really interact very well with technology, so I'm just gonna say you can't really do that.
What are you trying to do?
Kind of brute force this thing. Either rip the alarm system out, or I'm gonna just take the vehicle.
You could search your feelings. See if this is bad or
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll search my feelings, see what's up. Is this a good choice? Will taking this vehicle cause us harm or not?
Okay, make a use the force check. Yeah. So you get a feeling that trying to take the vehicle would draw undue attention to yourselves.
Okay. I move on to the next vehicle.
Okay, roll perception.
I see good. I see good.
Yeah, so you see similar lights in this car as well.
Hmm.
In that case, can I take 20 and see if I can't find one that does not have a security system? Or one that's easily disabled?
Sure. Okay, you will take 20 to do that. Let's go. Does anyone who's back at the resistance base number 2 want to do anything right now? Or should we fast forward? For all if they're taking 20s.
I want to check and see what the progress is of us getting out of here.
Yeah, you guys, before we switched over, before the Sith guys reached your place with their resumed patrol, the last vehicle with you guys on it and the droids and Edith made it out of there.
Oh, so we're going to the new place?
Yeah, you guys are at the new place now. It's also like midnight/1 or 2 a.m., so you guys can
Then
either go to sleep or help move everything in.
I'm gonna see. Yeah, I want to see if.
But actually, yeah, they don't really need the equipment because this base was already fully outfit, so they probably just put all the stuff from the old base, left it in the hangar area.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
told
report and
everyone
see
to
if
get
I.
some rest.
I'm gonna report and see which watch I draw.
I'm going to suggest to Edith before I go to Force Trans that we should try and make a move in the morning in the chaos after they do their plan thing.
Okay.
And then I will head off to Force Trans, and since I wake up like 2 hours earlier than everyone, go through the intel looking for interesting things.
Okay.
How do you know you wake up before everyone?
Because I only need 6 hours rest. Technically I only need 4, but I need 6 hours if I want my extra special force point.
Yeah, if you ask about the watch, Edith will just advise you that the rest of them can take care of the watch. If you're going to go on the supply depot raid tomorrow, you need your rest.
Okay, I'll just sleep.
Okay. Yeah, so Zariana, you've been observing this rear dock. You've seen the guards just continually circling the perimeter, and then the 2 guards who are guarding the dock looking pretty bored, and nothing has happened. There hasn't been no vehicles have come to use the dock. It's just been quiet. So you notice that with their perimeter, one of the guards who's walking around comes by about every 5 minutes. And so far, while you've been watching, no, none of the guards have changed.
Okay. Does the door itself look significant in any way?
There's two doors. There's like a small person door, and then there's like a larger door that you could like back up a vehicle to and unload stuff into. Sort of like a semi-truck docking.
There's only 2 guards back here with a 3rd patrolling. That's what you said?
Yeah, there are 2 guards permanently stationed there, and then there are just 10 guards who are patrolling the perimeter and walking by about every 5 minutes.
Oh, 10 guards. That's different. Is that more than the front entrance?
It's the same 10 guards. There are 10 guards walking basically in a square around the whole base, and 1 guard passes each location about once every 5 minutes. Oh, I guess since you can see through walls, technically, I should add that in the walls, like around the base, that in the area you've been particularly focused on, you can sense that there may be some panels there that can move away to reveal some weaponry.
It's inside the room? Inside the house?
Yeah, the outer walls of the base.
Is there any other false panels? Maybe door-sized false panels?
No, not that you've sensed.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep doing this on each side of the tower until they contact me telling me that they're coming back. So basically, I'm gonna scout out the whole area, or as much of the area as I can, until they tell me that they're getting back to the house that we were in, and then I will make my way back.
Okay. Yeah, so if you guys continue going around, it seems very unfortunate that everyone has remembered to lock their cars. So it's going to take you 5 hours, and then you happen across one that's unlocked or doesn't seem to have a security system. Unless you guys give up before then.
Nope.
We don't.
Okay. So yep.
Do we have 5 hours? I mean, that's like morning.
Yeah, that's going to
Okay,
be
5
7
hours.
a.m. by the time you find it.
That's a bit problematic.
Yeah, so in the hour that Zeri was observing the back, it's now like 3 a.m.
Yeah, we'll need to go soon.
Yeah, what do we do, Drat?
So there was the lot, and then any other vehicles? You said that there was a few flying around?
Yeah, there are some fairly frequently flying through the streets.
Eagle, did you pick up Mind Trick Chance?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, can I grab one and pull it down and let me talk with the owner for a minute?
Yeah, if you want to roll a move object. I guess technically a hovering car gets an opposed grapple check. I have no idea what the bonuses would be for that, so...
Yeah.
If they're going at speed already, then pretty high.
yeah.
What's the reflex bonus of a speeder?
I don't know, does anyone have a speeder handy in the core rulebook? Do they even have speeders in there?
For a total of
What do you
31.
want to know?
Are there any stats for like a speeder in any of the books?
Yeah, there should be core rulebook. I'm pretty sure there's vehicles. There's a vehicle section with stats and stuff. I'd have to pull that up.
Oh, here we go.
The
Here's
core
some
book
speeders.
starts with walkers. Oh, here go speeders. Yeah. You already found
Okay,
it.
here we go. Grapple plus 15. Okay, yep, you successfully wrench it out of the sky and bring it down to the ground.
Okay, I will politely tap on the window.
Okay, also as soon as you grab the vehicle, the guy driving it just like lays on the horn. That continues.
Of course.
Again, I politely tap on the window.
Okay, the window rolls down and there's like a middle-aged man in there. He says, "What do you think you're doing with my car, son? Let me go this instant!"
So with the way things are right now, if I were to let you go this instant, you would fly crashing into that vehicle right over there. Do you wish me to do that? For that, I just wish to ask you a question real quick. Would you permit me to use your vehicle for a little bit? I have need of it. It is something that, as you can tell, I have a particular gift, and I have need of it to apprehend a particularly dangerous criminal.
Okay, yeah, roll persuade. Also, just so everyone realizes, the beeping of the horn was continuing throughout that entire dialogue.
So this is all being done in yells.
Yeah, with Gerard being very polite over the yell.
Okay, the guy just like looks at you, and suddenly the beeping stops as he like scrambles over to the passenger side door and like jumps out of the car. Just starts running away.
Sir, I was gonna pay you for your time, but
Yeah, he just keeps running.
well then, Kalani, we have a vehicle that we don't, or that we do. Well, cannot question the results.
Uh,
Yeah, so you probably spent like the same hour that Zeri was observing the back place, looking for
Alright.
cars before you gave up. So it's about 3 a.m. for both of you guys now.
Alright. And just a quick mechanics thing, or game mechanics thing, would that be considered an encounter?
Yeah.
I'm double checking because I have that little feat that lets me regen a force power or a force point when I exited an encounter. So
Okay. Oh, I didn't even see that you used the force point.
yeah. I wanted to make sure, and I rolled a 3 on a 2d8. So yeah.
how do you get to the 8?
I'm strong in the force.
Oh, on
Oh,
force
it's
points.
Cade
You meant.
You're stronger than Pakaz.
And then with that, I'll take the vehicle back to the hideout. I'll also look to see if there's like any tracking device and whatnot. Or rather,
Okay.
I'll ask Kalani to do that while I'm driving because I know that's crazy.
To
And
do what?
find out if there are any tracking devices, whatnot, in the vehicle.
You don't see any tracking devices. Okay, so you fly back to where you're rendezvousing.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you are.
wondering if I should check again. He's nice and thorough.
As you will.
That's better. Gara?
Well, I mean, there's not really a cause for you to roll twice.
Being thorough.
Yeah, but the in-game Kalani doesn't know that her first roll was low. So the roll was just the whole
Yeah.
search that she was doing.
You could have asked to take 20, but you didn't.
Take 20 then. Something. I want to be sure.
Well, I
She
mean,
say she did
you
a
are
quick
sure.
search and then did a more thorough search. Something like that. This is tracking thing.
But if you
we're
would have
talking
rolled a
about,
19
yeah.
and gotten a 35 on your first perception, would you have done a more thorough search after that?
I'm confused.
Because, like, it's sort of a little bit metagamey to see the results of your roll and then take 20. Because if you would have gotten a 19 and gotten a 35, you probably wouldn't have taken 20 because it would have seemed like a pretty
Well,
good
if
roll
I
to you.
was used to taking 20, I might have gone with that in the first place. I really should think about that more.
Okay, we'll allow
You
that.
don't
well,
see
here
that
the
very
general.
often.
Yeah, but if you just keep it in mind for the future. If you
Yeah,
want to take
I don't
20,
general
remember
rule
20.
most
I don't
GMs
remember.
take
I don't
is
remember
that
taking 20.
if you roll, then the roll's results stand.
Okay, so you examine it the whole ride there and a little bit after. You don't find any tracking devices on it. Okay, Ariel, are you going back there to meet with them?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are all back there. What are you guys doing there?
Alright, Ellery, did you find anything?
Nothing you wouldn't expect. There's about 10 guards patrolling the entire perimeter. 2 on each of the entrances. There's back entrance and a front entrance. Back entrance looks like some kind of docks. Probably for their bigger vehicles. Oh, the whole area, this little problematic, is covered in spotlights. I couldn't get much closer than the outline of the perimeter. And it looks as though they've bulldozed or destroyed anything that would have been next to it. It's like a big black spire in the middle of a courtyard. I think the guards didn't appear to be too alert, so we might be able to sneak in if we can make it look like random malfunctions are happening. I think we might be able to get in close enough to at least open the doors. Once we get in, no telling. But
That's true. Well,
I think I recognize that song.
Song?
Yeah, Barry has music in the background.
Okay.
what? No, I don't. No, I don't. Alright then, Ari. Looks like it's going to be a full-on stealth mission that it does.
yeah.
So who's getting the stealth field generator?
Well, here's my dilemma. Based on what I've seen down there, if we chuck him out a window, someone's going to notice. Now, if we strap the onto him and activated it, it would look like a window is shattered and then nothing falls through. But that would mean putting you in danger, Rod, of being seen.
Yes, quite true. We have to figure this out.
It's a gamble either way. How confident are you could take on a couple Sith in order to clear a passage, so that if we chucked him out one of the sides, you could catch him and you could get out before the other guards have a chance to make their way over?
For Sith, I'm not sure. I would have to engage them first before I knew for sure that I would.
How close do you have to be in order to catch him?
In order to what?
To catch him.
I would have to be about 90 feet, about 9 stories.
So, right underneath him.
It would be about 30 feet, give or take, away from the building. With him being at about 6, assuming he is on the top floor, could be about as far away as 30 feet from the building.
Did I see any debris or anything that someone could hide behind for a little while?
Not anything too sizable. It's mostly, there is a little bit of debris and just like maybe some larger pieces of duracrete that are just not completely level with the ground. There may be a few small like ditches potentially, but there's not anything in the field other than just duracrete.
Well, I need some help here, because obviously they're not going to shoot him out of the sky. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried that if you pull him down, they'll see where he goes. But on the other hand, if they see you, same result.
Yes, that's true.
Perhaps we should just give it to you and hope for the best.
Will Kalani be joining you inside, or?
I look over at Kalani.
What do you think? Where would be best?
Well, it depends. How confident are you that you can move around a building silently? With Sith everywhere.
Not entirely. In fact, I wonder if it would be best to give you both the stealth field generators. One for you and one for the governor. I don't know.
Well, normally I don't like using technology to substitute the Force, but in this instance, it might help. Alright. I think Kalani's idea is a good one. And it might be better if I go in alone. I'm confident I can remain hidden. Finding him will be difficult, but for that I'll rely on the Force. But if you two stay on the outside, perhaps between the two of you, you can handle whatever trouble comes through.
That would be the hope.
I nod. Yeah.
Oh, I guess
perhaps.
I should also, since Ariel did spend all that time doing reconnaissance, I should note that the guards she saw walking past looked like they were equipped with similar sonic weaponry as the Rabid Rancor people you fought.
Of course.
Of course they
Karath!
Well, if something goes wrong, you'll have to get a bit creative.
Well, we'll see what happens then, won't we?
Right. But you should remember, and it's something I've been thinking about, if we get captured, there's going to be no denying what we are, especially with another Sith around.
We are Jedi Knights here on a mission to capture a particular Sith Lord.
must make no mention of the rebellion. They need all the help they can get. And if we get captured, perhaps we can distract them in another way. Lead them off the scent so they don't find the others.
Very true.
Right. Is there anything else we need to do before we start this? And right now, I am so wishing this was World of Warcraft and we could all buff each other and then go. Because right now, we have no anything.
Well, the only thing we have is I can give you guys a little bit extra health, but I don't know if it'll last that long. Matter of fact, I'm pretty certain it won't last that long. I think it just lasts a couple of turns.
What do you have that gives you a bonus health?
Inspire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that might help you and Kalani.
Yeah, I don't think it lasts more than like a minute, 2 minutes. Or 5 minutes total, but...
Yeah, I think that, Kalani, I think that's a good idea because in order to use my ability, I either have to use it as a movement action or a standard action. So this will help me stay hidden it'll help me move faster, and then I can activate it when I need it.
Yeah, and Kalani is kind of better at the distractions, if it comes to that, than the stealth.
Yeah, Inspire
Yeah.
only lasts 1 turn. Well, until the end of your next turn. Unless you use a standard action to maintain it. Or a swift action, I mean.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't long. It was just something to kind of provide a nice little buffer, just in case.
Well, actually, that's the effect. The bonus hit points
The
last
one
till the
thing-
end of the encounter. So if we want to count the entire thing as an encounter, which it sort of is, technically that could last.
In that case, I will save the Inspire until we actually get there and then split up. That way, it lasts for as long as possible.
All right, anyone have any words of wisdom or anything else I want to add before we go for this?
Move swiftly, move silently, move efficiently. Let's see if we can't get this done. The lives of millions of people depend on this, so we cannot fail.
May the force be with us.
Indeed such. May the force be with us.
May the force be with us. And Ariel puts on the stealth belt. All right, I'll take you to where I was scouting. After that, you'll have to decide where you want to be. Right. I take them to where I sat and watched so that they'll be able to see that back door.
Okay.
Okay, about how far is it from that location to the back door?
The location where she was watching was like across the street in the shadow of a building. So, several hundred meters.
Okay.
Right. moment of truth. I give them a wave, activate the belt, and start heading for that back door.
Yeah, before you do, I'll use Inspire. Hopefully it will be long lasting, or at least the health will be high and you guys will have some sustainability for a while.
Okay, you do have to spend a force point to give the health.
That's fine.
Okay, so let's take a break here before we get into this. So let's resume in 10 minutes.
You get down to the wire, Kyra.
I've been playing a game.
Alright.
I'm killing something tonight. It's gonna be you or a Sith. We're running out of time.
Well, if you want to kill some Sith, you're with the wrong group.
Then you've made your decision, it seems.
Alright then.
Bye, Kyra.
It's snowing yet.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Yep. By the way, you guys get 7 bonus hit points, so use that first. It's not much, but okay.